What's up, everybody? Welcome to Stonewall Television. I'm your host, Jordan Stone. First and foremost, I just want to thank you guys for joining me today. I really want to thank you guys for showing love to my last video last week that talked about the power of words. Now today I'm going to be talking about something just a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about how I created this little 4-step process that puts you on the front door of success. It doesn't get you there, but it puts you on the right track. And it's something that I came up out of personal experience, the reading that I do, and just observing each and every day. So with that being said, we're just going to jump right into it, jump into the first step. I appreciate all the love again, and thank you for watching this video. You know, I've always gotten excited when I hear about people's dreams. I dream big myself. But I've always wondered why people don't get started on their dreams. Why don't they try to make their dreams come to life? And after sitting and after thinking and after observing and reading, the conclusion that I formed is that people are afraid of failure. And to me, that's funny because, all my life I've heard growing up, and I know a lot of you have heard it too, but I've heard the saying, failure brings success. Failure and success go hand in hand, just like that. And even though I do believe that, there's a very large part of me that believes that's not really true. You can't just go from success to failure like that. It's not possible. And if you can, hey, go. You don't even need to watch this video. But if you can't, this is what I'm trying to explain. In order to reach success, in order to get there, not to be successful, but to even get there on the right track, man, you have to have a routine. You don't get lucky. You have to have a routine. You have to make mistakes. You have to fail. You have to learn from those mistakes. You have to change those mistakes. And then you have to execute what you've changed. So without further ado, my 4 steps. The first one is failure. The second one is knowledge. The third one is evolving, changing. And the fourth one is execution. With that being said, let's just jump right into the first one, failure. Now, believe it or not, in order to become successful, you're going to have to mess up, man. You're going to have to fail. You're not going to be good enough at times. Now, I'm not saying go out there, mess your life up, make those decisions because I'm telling you to, because that's not going to get you nowhere. All I'm saying is, at some point in your life, if you're a human, adversity is going to strike. Adversity is going to hit. You're going to be told no. You're going to be rejected. You're not going to be good enough. And as a lot of people would tell you, they would tell you, let that motivate you. Go prove that person wrong. That person who rejected you, told you no or whatever, didn't give you the job, go prove that person wrong. And I'm just here to tell you that do not let that motivate you. Do not let that motivate you. Do not let failure motivate you. Listen to this. Do not let failure fuel you. Let failure educate you. Learn from your failures, man. That's all I'm saying. Do not set your goal to defeat somebody that put a limit on you. For example, I've been out of high school for a while. For example, if somebody tells you can't finish high school, man, yes, prove that person wrong, but set your goal even higher. Don't just finish high school and be like, yeah, now what? Because, yeah, now what? What are you going to do? Are you just done? You're not even going to try to further your education? You're just going to be done there? It don't work like that, man. That's a great example. I'm just saying, don't let it fuel you. Let it educate you. Let it bring knowledge. And with that in mind, man, that brings me to the second step. Be knowledgeable. For example, let's use a bank robber for an example. Say the bank robber, he robs a bank, right? Boom. The first bank he robs, he gets caught. He gets put in jail, 10 years. So now he's made a mistake. He's failed. During that time, he's pondering, he's wondering what went wrong. He learns from his mistake. He gets out. Now, this is just like us. We have 2 choices when we learn from our mistakes with the knowledge that we obtain from learning from our mistakes. We can either take that knowledge and and run with it and excel and change our ways. Or, man, you could be like a bank robber. Say the bank robber does this. He learns what went wrong and he goes, hey, I know why I got caught. I'll never do that again. I won't tell so-and-so I did this, or I won't do this that way. I could go back. So that bank robber, or people who don't use that knowledge correctly, they go back to step number 1. Forget knowledge, forget step number 2. They're just stuck in those 2 steps. Knowledge, failure, knowledge, failure, knowledge, failure. They go back and forth. Why not try to go to the third step? Why not go further with that knowledge? Which brings me to my point about the knowledge step. Be knowledgeable. Learn from your mistakes and apply what you've learned to your life. There's no sense in staying there and trying to fix what you keep messing up. If you're making a mistake, you keep messing up, maybe you got to go somewhere else. Be knowledgeable. Apply it to your life and excel. Do greater things. You don't want to just be 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. You want to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, this is why I came up with the process. You don't want to be stuck with 1 and 2. You're not going to get nowhere like that. The bank robber's not going to get nowhere like that. You're not going to better your life like that, and neither is the bank robber, man. So with that being said, that just brings me to the third step that I've come up with. So you've made a mistake. You've learned from your mistake. Now you have to change. Now you have to evolve. And that's the third step, changing. The question many people ask is, what now? They've made their mistakes, they've learned from it, what now? Well, now I say you need to change, you need to evolve. You need to change something in your life with all the knowledge that you've gained from messing up, okay? Everybody makes mistakes, okay? Every human makes mistakes, but not every human learns from their mistakes, okay? Now the changing step, it's a little complex, but the concept is very simple. The concept is something needs to change. It doesn't get hard until you have to start changing your mindset, physically, everything. You have to start changing. It's plain and simple. Easier said than done, but if you put your mind to it, you can change things. You don't want to be stuck in your ways. I hate seeing people stuck in their ways just because they don't want to change. They have so much knowledge, but they're not getting anywhere, man, because they don't want to change. They're stuck. They're stuck 1 and 2, like the rob. They're stuck 1 and 2. Why not try to change? Why not try to get better, you know? An easy example of changing, as easy as I could put it, say you're late to work every day. You getting there 15 minutes late. You need to change your route. Either that or change your sleeping schedule, go to bed earlier, so you can wake up even earlier to get to work on time. That's just a little example. Maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe you have these friends that are messing you up. You need to change. You need to change friends. Leave those people alone. Or leave that relationship alone if it's not working out. You want better. You need to do better. You need to change. Maybe go a little step further. Maybe it's a financial problem. Maybe you're spending so much money doing one thing when you can invest your money and your time into something better that'll build you up instead of breaking you down. You know? It's just, you just need to change. Whatever it may be. If it's not working and you've been stuck there forever, there's a difference of being stuck and keep doing what you're doing and keep pushing, like I said in the last video, to get somewhere. But if you're just stuck and you're not moving, you're not pushing, you're not making progress, man, you need to adapt. You need to change. Why would you not want to change? You have everything you need. You've already messed up. You've gained the knowledge, man. You have the experience, hence the mistakes. You have the knowledge. Now you just need to figure out a way to change. Change everything you do every single day. Just flip the script and try to get better. Don't be like the robber. If the robber doesn't change, if the robber doesn't try to better his life and try to do something else just besides robbing banks, and he doesn't try to get better, what is he going to do? Fall all the way back to step number 1. Mistakes, failure. And who's to say, another example, we don't all get all these 4 steps right the first time. But not all of us have the same amount of time on this earth to try to get it right. Say the robber, first time he gets locked in jail, like I said. He gets out. He doesn't change. He wants to keep doing what he was doing before. Second time, he gets life. He only had 2 tries. Some of us might not even be that lucky. Some of us might get 6 tries in life. You never know, man. You just never know. That's why you need to try to get it right. Learn from mistakes. Don't just try to make the same mistakes over and over and over again, man. I can't stress it enough. You need to adapt. You need to learn. You need to change. That's what we need to do. Now that brings me to the 4th and final step. Now this, out of all the steps, it may not be the most important, but it's my favorite step. This is the execution step. I call it the execution step. Now let's go back to the bank robber for the last time we're talking about the bank robber. So now the bank robber, he's made his mistakes, man. He realized what he's done wrong. He chose to apply the right knowledge. He's bettering his life. Now he's ready to go face the world. Now he's successful. Now if I were to tell you that is so true, if I were to tell you that after he just changes, he's going to be successful, I'd be putting you in a false reality, and I'd be lying straight to your face through this camera. But I'm not going to do that. I would love to tell you that once you change, success comes, man, but it doesn't. You have to execute. That's why it's called the execution step. You have to put in the work, you have to execute, and you have to keep doing things right. You can't just do things right one time. There's a quote that I like, is one bad meal, it's not going to make you fat. But one good meal, it ain't gonna make you healthy either. And that perfect example. I'm here to tell you that you need to execute. You need to realize your mistakes. You need to learn from your mistakes. You need to apply what you've learned, and you need to execute so you don't make those same mistakes and you don't fall all the way back. It's easy to quit. It's very easy to quit when you fail. It's very easy to quit when you don't know. It's very easy to quit when you don't change. It's hard to quit when you get to that fourth step, man. It's hard to quit when you're up here, because you see everything that you've done. It's hard. You don't want to fall. If you don't execute, man, I'm sorry to tell you, but you back to step one. You back to messing up. You have to get it right when you're there, when you're right here. You can't get it right when you're over here, or right here, or right here. You have to do every single thing right and continue to do every single thing right to be here. And while you're there, you can't stop. You have to keep going. If you don't, you're just gonna fail, man. You need to change. You need to change things. You need to evolve as a human being. Not just for you, not just for the betterment of your family, but for the betterment of the world, for the future, for the next generation. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. This is why I do this. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm trying to execute. I made my mistakes. Lord, sorry, I didn't mean to say Lord, but I probably will make more mistakes. And I'm going to learn from them. And I'm going to try not to make them again. And I'm going to change things. And I'm going to execute so one day, man, one day I can finally get it right. That should be the goal, to get it right. In order to do that, I'm going to leave y'all with this. In order to do that, you have to make mistakes. I'm going to say it again. You got to make mistakes. You got to be knowledgeable. You got to learn from your mistakes, man. 3, you've got to change. Evolve, change. Most importantly, adapt. You have to adapt. And the last step, man, the 4th step, my favorite step, as I said before, you have to execute. Stay persistent. Stay consistent. Make progress. Mind you, it's very hard to quit when you see the progress you're making, bro. Thank you. What's up, y'all? Jordan Stone. I'm so glad you guys joined me today so I can hear this message. I put it together. I really hoped you guys liked it. It's from my heart. It's from my mind. It's from my soul, as in the last video. Thank you guys for all the love and support. I hope this video does well, just like the next video. One thing I asked of you is if you know somebody that's going through it, you know somebody that's down and feel like they're not making any progress, please share this with them, man. You don't got to subscribe. You don't have to like. Just please share this. I'm here to spread positivity. I'm here to try to help people just how so many people have helped me. With that being said, I'm going to leave y'all for the rest of y'all's day. Enjoy you guys this week. I'll see you next week if I don't see you by the end of this week. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, and I love y'all.